Hello, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we'll be looking at the Grand Mafia. The VIP store is back once again, and I've previously released a very short guide on what to buy for the VIP store, but for this time around I'm going to give a full review and overview of what the VIP store is about and what you should buy, what you should get depending on where you are in your stages, and also give you a tier list on it, and also give you why these certain items are ranked as the respective tiers, and how these items could also be changed from like S tier to a F tier depending on if you have like unlocked your hostage cell, interrogation room, and the prison. So of course, if you unlock that, you don't really need the building construction materials, and those materials which initially should be an S tier will become F tier. So that is just one example, and I also break it down individually for each the items in the VIP store. Before we get into the tier list, I just want to show you what the VIP stores have, what equipment, what items, and what is usually the best things, and also how much they cost, except for those that require like VIP 18 to 20, because I'm only at VIP 17. Yeah, and I also bought the SVIP, which is like you are able to get a higher amount of discounts, so you can buy things a lot more cheaper than the normal VIP discounts. Before I also get into the tier list, why I think getting or buying the SVIP is worth, because if you buy the SVIP discount, you get to unlock this like SVIP exclusive, and this is not one of the things that is the most enticing, but the most enticing is of course going over to the different categories where you'll be able to unlock SVIP discounts, buying more items at a cheaper rate for the gold. And of course, sometimes SVIP will give you like free items, which isn't that much, but you'll get to get some random good deals over here, like the turf effects or crew skin. If you are rich enough in your goal, you can buy that if you have the SVIP coupon. Yeah, and let's go through the normal category. I won't be diving into the SVIP exclusive because it always changes, the item there always changes, and it won't be much of a point to mention what items are there currently. It's only good to mention that SVIP exclusive gives many different options for you. You can buy avatar frames, crew skins, mention turf effects. All of these are obtained permanently, and crew skins usually about 500,000 gold. Turf mentioned turf effects are 200,000, and avatar frames 20,000. And I think you can get the chat bubble for 50,000 or 100,000 gold. I forgot the exact amount, but all these are permanent, and you can use these like avatar frames and avatar chat bubbles to unlock the achievement section, the skins, but you only get like 1 to 2% troops buff and stuff like that, so I don't think it's very worth it. Yeah, so let's get straight into the different categories and what you would be able to buy from the VIP store. And first up, we got the premium coins. Family currency is a new addition, relatively new. I think it's about a year now, ever since the introduction of the mentioned star levels. And this is the most valuable thing right now, and ever since the family currency comes out, I will be always buying the SVIP coupons to get this special discount, because if you think about it, you only spend about $20 on the SVIP, but if you want to buy the family currency pack by paying $20, you get 700 family currencies. But here you can obtain up to 1,000 family currencies by buying with gold, and also many other items, which is very helpful in your growth as a player. So it's just a very small investment to buy this SVIP, rather than spending $20 on other different packs, and when combine it together, you obviously spend more than just buying a single SVIP coupon. So at family currency, we've got this exclusive Governor's War coded gift box. So there's two different gift boxes. One is the Governor's War gift box, and one is the Faction and City gift box over here, which is obviously cheaper. But yeah, if you're rich enough, you just want people to open the gift box in the Governor's War, and you want to like promote something, I guess it is worth it. 1,500 for the cheapest one. We got the training expander, so for this you can train more units at a go for the training center. Got of course the Godfather's crates, the Babes chips, Jewel crates, Challengers crate, The direct relocator, gift box again, building permit can be very useful at the start of the game. Crypto coins, another very useful one, higher discount, and you always need crypto coins anyway. They are quite expensive to buy. Underboss experience, another indirect relocator or random relocator. Energy, jewel crates, transformation, gift box. We got, of course, the building materials that is needed for the respective buildings. Stamina drink, another energy drink. The contract crates, training expander, equipment coupons, UB experience, contract crates, jewel crates, execution order, and of course lastly the legacy crates. That's for the crates and the premium category. Of course, resources and speed up, we'll see resources and like investment speed ups, training speed ups, etc. So it's quite straightforward. And then of course we also get to see like some troop speed up and nitro raid speed ups as well. So very straightforward. And next, combat, we got the Governor's War specialties experience, the different like increasing attack and increasing crew size for your army. Of course, protection, bubbling up your turf. So this is what is the main thing for the combat side. And yeah, with that, let's get straight into our tier list. I'll be explaining them in detail, and also I'll probably like list some chapters because I don't think the video will be that short. I'll just give a breakdown so that it will be easier to follow. Alright, first up, I will start with the free VIP store items. How I've separated the breakdown is VIP versus SVIP store. So if you are a free player, you don't really want to spend any money, you should just follow the VIP discount tier list. And if you buy the SVIP, you can follow the SVIP tier list. And I also give recommendations if you were to have both, so what you should buy and what you shouldn't buy. I give you a breakdown of what each tier means. S tier is basically all the items that you want to get unless you have reached to the point where you don't really need like the building construction materials. For the A tiers, I would highly recommend you to get it. If you can still afford it, get those items at the A tier list. For the B tier list, you have to see what items you really need. Some is not really needed and some you need. For example, crew size, you don't really need a lot of crew size. Just make sure to stock up on a number of them because the VIP store only comes in once every few months. So for the B tier items, it's only if you need it, you should buy it. And from C tier and below, I highly recommend you not to buy any items on the C tier list because it's highly likely that you don't really need the items from C tier and below. So yeah, let's just start off with the VIP discount first. And of course, right at the top, we have the family currencies and the building construction, which is at the S tier, and also the nitro speed ups and some normal speed ups and investment speed ups. So these are the S tier. And once again, if you have unlocked your level 25 mansion and finish off your level 25 buildings, basically these 4 items over here will be moved straight to the F tier. You wouldn't be buying these after you've unlocked everything. And also for the family currency, even if you have the SVIP, I would strongly recommend you to buy it because you can't buy family currency using gold. So yep, recommend you to save a lot of the gold to get the family currency. Next up, we move to the A tier. And for the A tier, we got execution order, legacy crates, because they are very valuable items. And why execution order is always ranked quite highly, because you just have to create another account or have your faction members help you, give you an underboss, and make sure to execute the underboss and you get buffs right off the bat. Very simple. So execution order is always a very good item to have, and if you can afford it with go ahead, it's a very good thing. And the reason why the 30 days speed ups are at the A tier is because once you go late game, you don't really need 30 days speed ups. Once you have a lot of your investments unlocked and you just have to train troops, I think it's almost impossible to have your troops to take 30 days to train, even with the 100,000 training expander. So yep, over time the 30 days speed ups would be worth lesser, so it will be in the A tier. But of course, if you're still early in the game, make sure to get those 30 days speed up. It's very helpful for your investment, unlocking tier 4 and also improving your investments stats. Yeah, so 30 days are mostly targeted towards investment speed ups, even though there's a common like 30 day speed up. And also right at the A tier list, we get to see this 25% Governance War experience boost, and this is very helpful because you increase your Governance War experience, and the higher your Governance War level, you are able to unlock pretty good developmental buffs and also combat buffs. So this is kind of like an investment strategy where you just continuously buy the specialties experience point so that you're able to get higher Governance War level over time, because these 25% really accumulates a lot over time. So yep, totally recommend you to get the 25% specialties buff. Alright, next up for the B tier list, I've listed quite a couple of them. And for the B tier list, we get to see that the crypto coins are right over there, because I would assume that if you don't really unlock SVIP, you are quite a casual player, and crypto coins isn't really up your alley because it's really expensive to spend gold and invest on this like crypto coins investment tree. So this crypto coin really drops to a B tier, and yeah, I don't think that that's your main priority to invest in the crypto coins investment tree. So yep, for the ordinary VIP discount, you'll be at a B tier, and even if you have the SVIP, I would still put it at a B tier for the VIP discounts, because SVIP discounts, the crypto coins are still very expensive and you can get to buy a lot of those. So honestly, if I feel that the SVIP discounts for the crypto coins are good enough. And over here we get to see like energy drinks, contract crates, crew expanders, which are very helpful in your game because you get to reinforce your raid leaders and also buff your crew size up whenever there's a Glory of Oakville war, which crew size is quite a big thing because it's an individual battle. That's why all of these like crew size buffs, energy drinks, which is sort of an investment, are in the B tier list. And of course, right in the C tier list, we get to see the attack buffs. And why these attack buffs are like at the C tier is because they can be pretty expensive, and they are mostly only for the raid leaders because they only last about 15 minutes or 5 minutes, which is quite a short time. So these are mainly at the C tier list. I also put the bubbles, the protection shield at the C tier list because honestly I have a lot of protection shields and I don't buy them. I get them from the faction gifts. So if you have to buy protection shields, I think you have to shift to a faction which will give you more faction gifts, and in the faction gifts you get quite a number of these protection shields. So I don't really recommend you to buy this. Of course, it is still in the C tier because all of these items in the C tier list are still very, very helpful, and they're still quite helpful in your game. So if you still need these kind of equipments or these kind of items, just go ahead and buy it. But highly recommend you to get the S and the A tier items first if you really need them. Of course, we move to the D tier list, and why I put all of these resource items at the D tier is because you can just rock all of these resources up to the D tier list. And I don't think you should be spending a lot of your gold because gold is a very precious resource. Just rob the diamonds, cargo, metal, etc. from your city, state, or even the Governance War map. As you can see, a lot of these level 6 tiles would suffice and you would save 5,000 gold, at least 5,000 gold. Yeah, except for the 6 million diamonds, which is a little bit more tough to get. But yeah, one quick rob of level 5 would give you 6 million. So just think of it as quick rob 5 lines gives you about 6 mil diamonds, and that saves you 11,000 gold. So just think logically that you save that amount of gold and just restrain your senses from buying these resources. Yeah, so over at the D tier list, I would strongly recommend not to buy this unless you are a raid leader, you need those like 70% attack buff, you are very rich, and you just want training expander for who knows what. Yeah, so D tier is highly discouraged from doing so, from buying all of these items. And lastly for the F tier is items that I deem quite useless. Of course the coded gift box, there's some use, but there's F tier, there's almost nothing that really improves your game. Nothing really improves your gaming stats or anything, except maybe the Babes chips, but I don't think you really need the Babes chips. And with this, let's move on to the SVIP store items, and this will be a larger tier list because you're able to select 2 different items and each item is about a 10% discount difference. So let's start with your S tier list, and of course, once again, S tier list is the items that you must buy whenever the VIP store comes, with the exception of the building construction materials, as I've mentioned before, the liquor, shackles, all this kind of thing, and the building permit. So once you have maxed out it, of course, obviously don't buy it again. So yeah, S tier list, you must buy it. And also another disclaimer again, the 30 days speed ups is not a must. Once you have maxed out a lot of your investment speed and you need more crypto coins, the crypto coins will be of a higher priority rather than the 30 days speed ups, because you're not going to use 30 days speed ups very often there. Yeah, so I highly recommend you that if you reach to a certain level, get crypto coins, because obviously you have finished a lot of your investment tree, so you don't need any more 30 days speed up. So from then on, you have to kind of like check which items you need more and reprioritize it. But overall, all these items at the S tier list are very worth getting if you need it. Once again, I repeat, if you need these items, it's very worth to get it. And of course, when we move down the tier list, it's the A tier list. And over time, experienced players, they don't really need a lot of the items from the S tier list, and they have quite a lot of goals saved up. So this is where the A tier list comes in, and you should spend your money on the A tier list items. These are the A tier list items. Yeah, and a lot of the things that I mentioned, I've already said it in the VIP discount. So if you want a breakdown of why I listed some items in the particular order, you should refer to my earlier chapters in the video, except for those that I have not mentioned, because for SVIP there are 2 items. So the reason why some items might be lower in the lower tier, let me give you an example. For the 70% increased attack, the reason is because it is quite expensive, even though it is really discounted a lot. So I would just recommend you to buy the cheapest one and leave the other one, unless of course you're a raid leader. And yeah, a lot of these items are carefully thought of by me, and I would really buy some of the items based on this tier list. And I wouldn't buy anything, I would say I've never bought anything from the tier D and the tier F items, except maybe the Babes chips if I just want to quickly up my Babes favor. And also, if you realize, the jewels crate is lower than the contract crate, because overall contract crates are still much more valuable, and for jewels there's really not much of a ceiling that you can reach, because for contract crates you can just continuously get Grand Kings to exchange for a Elite Godfather and repeat that cycle and to get your Grand Godfathers. But for jewels, there's not much of a next step after Legacy Jewels, so obviously priority on the jewel crates is lower. And the reason why more speedups is equal to like S or A tier, like for example 7 days, 30 days, is because if you compare it to the 30 minutes 1 hour speed up, the amount of gold you spend per hour for the 7 day speed ups is lower than if you just buy 1 hour speed ups. So that's basically the logic and reasoning. And yeah, I'm not sure if you have noticed, obviously even in the normal broker store for the gold shop in the Grand Mafia, buying 30 day speed up is more worth than buying a 1 day or 3 day speed up. This is the reason why 30 minutes and 1 hour speed ups is at the C tier list, while 3 days investment speed up, 7 days are on the A tier list. Yeah, so I think this really wraps up my overview of the VIP store and also the SVIP discounts, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and really get to see how I plan my tier list. Yeah, and if you enjoyed my video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Of course, right now I will show you the tier list at a close-up so that you can see what I rank